Hey world, it's Erin Foley, and this is episode 3 of Game On, a sports vlog. A vlog where we're talking sports. I don't know who we is, it's just me, folks. Wimbledon. Let's get right into it because I only have 10 minutes, and then they're like, wrap it up. And by they, I mean special people behind the camera. No one's behind the camera. Let's talk tennis. I'm the hugest tennis fan. I mean, I'm obsessed with all sports, but Wimbledon, hands down, one of my favorite sporting events, just like in general. The pomp, the circumstances, I think that's a phrase, the grass courts, there's like a queen involved. It's just exciting. It's awesome. Andy Murray, there's story of the tournament, hands down. First British man to win Wimbledon in 77 years. So it's 1936, and he won. And I tell you, that last game, let me talk you through it if you didn't see it. Watch some highlights because it's pretty exciting. Now, I've watched tennis for the last, 25, 30 years. And, they didn't have a lot of British dudes even come close. Tim Henman, he was the last one, I would say 5, 7, 10 years ago. Henman Hill, named after him. He'd always get to like the quarters or the semis, and then he would lose. And all of the United Kingdom would just cut out their hearts, put the hearts on the stick, and set it on fire. Something like that, a different version of that. Andy Murray in the Wimbledon finals last year, I was cheering for him, everyone was. Federer won. By the way, sidebar here, I'm so over Roger Federer. Here's the moment where I was just like, I can't stand you anymore, is when he beat Roddick in Wimbledon maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and he broke, I think, the all-time singles championship record of 15 or 16, and he added art, he had a sewn, I think, let's just say 15, because I don't have a fact checker. Carol usually fact checks, and she's drunk again. I think let's say it's 15. He had a sweater, made up before the match with 15 on it. I mean, really? Take it down a notch. That's like all those Super Bowl teams that have all the shirts made up before they go in. It's bad karma. I've got a New York Giants shirt that says 18-0 that the Patriots made before their games, and then they lost. So that's kind of exciting. Tennis. Andy Murray. So, I mean, it was unbelievable. And Djokovic is one of my all-time favorite players. In fact, normally I'd be rooting for Djokovic over Murray. But, how could you not root for Murray? I mean, 77 years, it's unbelievable. The weight of, an entire country, 3 countries, because the United Kingdom, he's actually Scottish. Wait a minute, Aaron, I just saw you said he was British. It's like the same thing. Anyway, Murray, straight sets. He's serving for Wimbledon. He's up 40 love, and everyone's just like, oh my God, this is it. He's going to straight sets, 40 love game. This is it. Jovac, that's Novak and Djokovic put together. I'm going to call him that. I'm going to call him Jovac, the Joker, who's got the best personality ever. If you've never seen him play, you have to see him play. 40 love. Novak just keeps coming back. 40-15, 40-30, deuce, and everyone. I mean, I was on the edge of my lazy boy. I have one, and I was just I was losing my mind. I was watching by myself because I can't watch a lot of sporting events in public because I kind of lose my mind, and I guaranteed that I will cry or scream. And then it would be add Djokovic, and then deuce, and then add Djokovic, and then deuce, and then add Murray, and then deuce. I mean, I felt like I was there. I felt like I was British. It was the most exciting because you knew, everyone was thinking, if Jovac, I can't even pronounce his name, comes back and ties it at 5-5, or at that point, yeah, I think it would have been 5-5, you just knew, everyone just felt oh my God, Murray's going to collapse. I don't know. It was just this absolute feeling of if he doesn't win now, he'll never win, and he'll never ever win. That's how sort of dramatic it was. So congratulations to Andy Murray, because it was awesome, and I'm not going to lie, I feel like I could tear up right now. I was crying like a baby. It was so exciting. But then again, you guys are just getting to know me. I cry in most major sporting events. Actually, pretty much all sporting events. Because it's so exciting and touching and whatever. If you get a chance, or for the people out there that watched it, I think the more exciting match, albeit it's, obviously Murray won the whole thing, so that's the most exciting part, was Djokovic Del Potro on Friday. I'm on a plane performing some shows in New York City. I do stand-up comedy. very funny. And then I'm traveling from New York to LA Friday morning, Virgin America, so you can watch TV, plush seating. That's the music that they play in the background when they're checking in. I think people are doing coke. I'm not even sure. It's awesome. I love that airline. I watched the whole match, 5 sets. I swear to God, I've watched so much tennis in my life that might have been top 5 matches I've ever seen in my entire life. Del Potro, adorable, like Argentinian, like just with this white bandana, just smoking these winners. He's got a hurt knee. Djokovic is like calmly just I don't even know. It was so good. It was so awesome. 5 sets. I think I watched it for literally 4.5 hours. It was a bit much, but I loved it so much that I was like, I'm just going to watch the whole thing. Women's semifinals, so much better than the finals. It was Radwanska. She's from Poland, I want to say. I think she's from Poland. And Lisicki, the names are tough. She's German, Polish roots. Those two were amazing. They were so good. And Lisicki is the one that beat Venus Williams earlier in the tournament. I tell you, she's gonna win. She's gonna win a fair share of championships because she is good. And I wound up totally rooting for her because she was like 20 something. Radwanska had won, I think, the French Open the year before, and apparently they don't really get along. And it was heated and amazing. Women's tennis at its best, 9-7 in the third. Super exciting. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to root for Lisicki in the finals over Bartoli. I like Bartoli, but I was like, I like this young upstart. And then I wound up rooting for Bartoli because Lisicki couldn't stop crying. Like, she could not get her shit together. It was unbelievable. I was like, literally, she would like do a serve double fault or like hit a loose forehand, then just be like, I can't, and then just crying between the set. It was a bit much. And then I realized I was glad I sort of switched teams to Bartoli because Bartoli's like 28, been around for a really long time. I've heard her name forever. Everyone loves her, like huge, her fellow peers are just big Bartoli fans. Anyway, and Lisicki's a bit of a drama queen. Anyway, exciting for Bartoli. And then some cheeseball a-hole British radio host slammed her for her looks. That she wasn't she had to work extra hard because she's not basically pretty and blonde, which is disgusting, and he should be fired. But it was overnight, like 700 people emailed and called in that the comment was like just gross and sexist, and so it was like a big uproar. The reporter apologized, which is good. I mean, it's disgusting. You don't have to look like the Sharapova to win matches. Congratulations, Bartoli. Andy Murray, Marion Bartoli. Awesome Wimbledon. I probably have like 2 minutes left, which in fact I probably do. Let's switch gears really quick. I only have a couple minutes left. I want to plug this on ESPN. Is their series, like they do 30 for 30 films. They're doing 9 for 9 films, and I wrote this information down. It's about female athletes, produced, directed, written by female sports enthusiasts, reporters, journalists. It's going to be a great series. It's July 2nd through August 27th. The last week was the first one. It was about Venus Williams. It was amazing. Tonight, I do believe, is the one on Pat Summitt. So look for it. It's called 9 for 9. It's all about the 40-year anniversary of Title IX, which is so exciting. If you don't know Title IX, please look it up. It's the most amazing thing. It's when women at the collegiate level finally got the equal opportunity for all kinds of sports. Whatever men's programs they had to equal it out with women's programs, and gave female athletes such an incredible opportunity to do what they love to do. I'll start crying right now. It's so awesome. I'm going to end with this. The buzz this weekend was about Dwight Howard. Now, I have a sports podcast as well. It's called Sports Without Balls. You can get it on iTunes. And pretty much every single podcast I end on how much I hate Dwight Howard. I feel like he doesn't show up for games. I feel like the only Laker game he was really ready for was the night before the trade deadline. I think it was also the night before the All-Star game. I cannot stand him. This man is the biggest drama queen on the face of the earth. He does this with Orlando, the last 3 seasons with Orlando. Where am I going to get traded? Who wants me? He could have gone to any team. He waits to the last minute. He makes me volatile. Then he goes to the Lakers. Ugh, whatever. Steve Nash and Kobe now have just dumped him because the last second he goes to the Houston Rockets. Fine. Good riddance. I can't stand this guy. I think Houston's got like a really fun team that they're putting together. Jeremy Lin, the dude, that awesome dude, Harden, that used to play for Oklahoma. And now I feel like it's absolutely spoiled by Dwight Howard. I don't think this is a good move for any team to pick him up because I can't stand him. But I just love the backlash because I always feel like I'm the only one complaining about how much I hate Dwight Howard. Steve Nash is like, he never wanted to be a Laker. Kobe Twitters him. Is that a word? He doesn't follow him anymore on Twitter, which is, hilarious. It's like, don't sign my yearbook, sign my yearbook. It's like, really? Oh, buzzer. That means I'm on fire. The ex-coach, Phil Jackson, threw him under the bus. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was like, get out of LA. I'm just quite excited that Dwight Howard is getting thrown under the bus because I've been throwing him under the bus for about 5 years because I don't think he's a hard worker. I think he phones it in. I think I don't even like Kobe Bryant, but I tell you, respect the player. He plays with like bandaged, his whole body is bandaged up and he's back on the court. And Dwight Howard's like, my shoulder hurts. I heard it breaking a nail in 1912. I can't stand him. I don't even know what that was. I just hate him so much. Hate's a strong word. I dislike him to the maximum. What do we got coming up? Next episode, I'm going to shoot from Austin, Texas. I'm performing at Cap City in Austin, Texas this week, July 10th through the 13th. We're going to do some women's basketball. I might interview some random sports enthusiasts. I don't know what's going to happen. Thank you for watching. Have the best week of your life.